Good morning, Doc. Good morning, everyone. I am Miss Elmarie Piterado, and I was assigned to discuss to you on how to calculate the checksum character of the ISBN 10 and the ISBN 13. But before proceeding to the discussion on how to get or how to calculate the check digit of the ISBN, allow me to discuss to you why is it that ISBN important. Okay, the ISBN, when a book is published, it is assigned a number called International Standard Book Number, or what we call the ISBN. From 1970 until 2007, this number consisted of a 10-digit number, but it now consists of a 13-digit number. For example, the ISBN of UMAP module in 1984 is 0-912-843-07-1. But the ISBN of Dan Brown's The Lost Symbol in 2009 is 978-0-385-50422-5. An international standard book number consists of four parts if it is a 10-digit ISBN, or 5 parts for a 13-digit ISBN. In the 10-digit ISBN, here, 0 indicates the book. This one, the first number of the ISBN. 10, the 0 indicates that the book was published in an English-speaking country. The digits 912843, this one, the 912843, represent the publisher, which is the COMAP Incorporated. The 07 are the identifying numbers. This one, the 07, are the identifying numbers that COMAP has assigned to the book. Then the final digit 1, this one, is what we call the check digit of the ISBN. Okay. An international standard book number consists of 5 parts for a 13-digit ISBN. Okay, for a 13-digit ISBN, a prefix element so far is 978 or 979 are the only ones available, this one. And the second one is the registration group element, the language sharing country group, individual country, or the territory. So that is the country or the language area. The third one is the registrant element. The fourth one is the publication element. And the last one is we have the checksum character or the check digit. So this one. So this is the title and this is the publisher. The last number is what we called a checksum character or a check digit. Okay, to obtain the ISBN check digit, how to obtain the ISBN check digit? The first one is we will have to multiply the first 9 digits of the ISBN by 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 respectively. And then compute the sum of these 9 products. The second one is we are going to find the remainder when this sum is divided by 11. The last one is we will have to subtract the remainder from 11 to determine the check digit. Okay, before proceeding on how to calculate the check digit of the ISBN 10 and 13, let us talk about who is the father of the ISBN. Sino ba yung punot dulo ng ISBN? Why do we need to tackle about this person? So the ISBN identification format was conceived in 1967 in the United Kingdom by David Whittaker. So this is David Whittaker, regarded as the father of the ISBN. And in 1968, in the United States, by Emery Colte, who later became the director of the U.S. ISBN agency, or the R.R. Boker. The organization is what we call the International ISBN Agency, and then the number of digits is 13, formerly 10. Okay, since the we already discussed why do we need to study, or why do we need to get or to calculate the check digits or the checksum character. Let us now introduce the formula on how to get or how to calculate the check digit. The first one is, let us first get the formula of the ISBN 10. So we have the ISBN 10 here, example of the ISBN. We have the 0-912843-07-1 galing sa UMAP modules from 1984 ito, hindi from 1984 na UMAP modules. So yung ISBN niya is this one. So now, what is the formula to get the check digit of the ISBN 10, or how will we know that the last digit or the check digit is correct? There is no single error of the check of the character the checksum character. So here is the first formula. So we will have the 10d sub 1 plus 9d sub 2 plus 8d sub 3 plus 7d sub 4 plus 6d sub 5 plus 5d sub 6 plus 4d sub 7 plus 3d sub 8 plus 2d sub 9 plus d sub 10 is equal to 0 mod 11. So, pag makuha na natin yung 0, our check digit is correct. So, the first thing is we will have to substitute the value of our d sub 1 until the d sub 10. So, we have 10 multiply, the dot here means multiply, 10 multiplied by 0, because our first number of this ISBN 10 is 0. So let us just substitute. So the D sub 1 is the 0. So we have 0 plus 9. Our D sub 2 in our ISBN is 9 also. So we have 9 plus our 8 multiplied by the D sub 3, which is 1, plus 7, our multiplied by our d sub 4, which is 2, and then 6 multiplied by 8, plus 5 multiplied by 4, plus 4 multiplied by 3, plus 3 multiplied by 0, plus 2 multiplied by 7, and 1 multiplied by 1 is equal to 0 mod 11. So the first thing is we will have to get the product of this. Okay, let us get the product. 10 multiplied by 0. Okay, this one, 10 multiplied by 0, 9 multiplied by 9, 8 times 1, 7 times 2, 6 times 8, 5 times 4, 4 times 3, plus 3 times 0, plus 2 times 7, plus 1 times 1. Each product is 10 times 0 is 0, 9 times 9 is 81, 8 times 1 is 8, 7 times 2 is 14, 6 times 8 is 48, 5 times 4 is 20, 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 0 is 0. 2 times 7 is 14, and 1 times 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 0 modulo 11. And after that one, after getting each product, we will have to get the sum of these numbers. So 0 plus 81 plus 8 plus 14 plus 48 plus 20 plus 12 plus 0 plus 14 plus 1, the answer is 198. So the 198 mod 11, the answer is, the remainder is 0. So it means that our check digit or the checksum character is correct. Okay, now the second one is, how about if the check digit or the um checksum character is unknown? How we are going to get the value of the check digit of this ISBN 10? So the formula is, we have d sub 10, that is d sub 10 is equal to 11 minus the quantity of 10, d sub 1 plus 9 d sub 2 plus 8 d sub 3 plus 7 d sub 4 plus 6 d sub 5 plus 5 d sub 6 plus 4 d sub 7 plus 3 d sub 8 plus 2 d sub 9 mod 11. So the next one is, we are going to substitute all the value of our d sub 1 until the d sub 9. So we will have the d sub 10 is equal to 11 minus the quantity of 10 multiplied by 2, because our first digit is 2. The d sub 1 is 2. 9 multiplied by 1, the d sub 2. And then 8 multiplied by 2, since our d sub 3 is 2. Then our d sub 4 is 3. Our d sub 5 is 4. So we will have 8 multiplied by 2, 7 multiplied by 3, plus 6 multiplied by 4, plus 5 multiplied by 5, plus 4 multiplied by 6, plus 3 multiplied by 8, plus 2 multiplied by 0, mod 11. So we will have to get the product of this. 10 multiplied by 2, the answer is 20. 9 multiplied by 1 is 9, 8 times 2 is 16, 7 times 3 is 21, 6 times 4 is 24, 5 times 5 is 25, 4 times 6 is 24, 3 times 8 is 24, and 2 times 0 is 0. So after that one, we are going to get the sum of these numbers. So the answer is 20 plus 9 plus 16 plus 21 plus 24 plus 25 plus 24 plus 24 plus 0. The answer is 163. So 163 mod 11 or 163 modulo 11. The remainder here is 9. So we will have to subtract 9 from 11 based on our formula on how to get the check digit of the ISBN 10. So 9 subtract from 11, the answer is 11 minus 9. Our check digit or the d sub 10 is equal to 2. So the check digit or the checksum character of this ISBN 10, it must be 2. So the next one is, we are going to get the checksum character of the ISBN 13. And we will have to discuss also if the check digit given mamaya is correct ba or not. So let us first check if this one, the ISBN of Dan Brown's The Lost Symbol in 2009 is correct. Kung tama ba yung check digit. So the formula must be D sub 1 plus 3d sub 2 plus d sub 3 plus 3 uh, 3d sub 4 plus d sub 5 plus 3d sub 6. So, the difference lang nila is yung isa is 1, yung pangalawa is 3 na yung numerical coefficient niya until 2d sub 13. So, here is the formula, and then is equal to 0 mod 11. That is mod 11. Okay, the next one is we will have to substitute all the ISBN based on the formula given. So we have 9 plus 3 times 7. Our 9, the D sub 1 is we have 9. Our D sub 2 is we have 7. Our D sub 3 is we have 8. And then our D sub 4 is we have 0. So we have D sub 1 is equal to 9. 3, okay, we have 3 times D sub 2, which is 7. So 3 times 7 plus 8. This one, our D sub 3 is 8. This one plus 3 multiplied by d sub 4, which is 0. And then we have plus 3 times 8 plus 5 plus 3 times 5 plus 0 plus 3 times 4 plus 2 plus 3 times 2 plus 5 is equal to 0 mod 11. So we will have 9 plus 3 times 7 is 21 plus 8. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 plus 3 times 8 is 24 plus 5. Then 3 times 5 is 15 plus 0 plus 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2 plus 3 times 2 is 6 plus 5 is equal to 0 mod 11. So we will have to get the sum of this number. So we will have 110. So 110 divided by 11, the remainder is 0. So the ISBN of Dan Brown's The Lost Symbol 2009 is correct. Then the check digit 5 is correct. So now how about if the check digit is unknown? This is unknown. I'm so sorry. Possibly it is unknown. So d sub 13 is equal to 10 minus the formula of getting the check digit of ISBN 13 is we will have d sub 13 is equal to 10 minus d sub 1 plus 3d sub 2 plus d sub 3 plus 3d sub 4 until d sub 13 mod 10. So the formula is d sub 13 is equal to 10 minus, just substitute all the values of the ISBN 13 based on the formula. So we have 9 plus 3 times 7 plus 8 plus 3 times 2 plus 1 plus 3 times 2 plus 3 plus 3 times 4 plus 5 plus 3 times 6 plus 8 plus 3 times 0 mod 11. So we will have to get the sum of this. We have the first one is we have 9 plus 21 plus 8 plus 6 plus 1 plus 6 plus 3 plus 12 plus 5 plus 18 plus 8 plus 0 mod 11. So the sum of this is we have 97. So 97 divided by 10 or 97 mod 10, the remainder is 7. So we will have to, the procedure number 3 is we will have to subtract the remainder from 10. So 10 minus 7, the answer is 3. So our check digit of the ISBN 13 is 3. So that is how to get how to calculate the check digit 13 and the ISBN 13 and the ISBN 10. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless everyone.